First term exam results are out, and instead of having occasions to celebrate, sometimes some parents are having anxiety that what will happen to the final exam. If this is a score for the midterm exam, what will happen to the final exam scores? And they make their children enroll to mathematics classes, make them practice more and more and more. I'm here to tell you that more practice will not lead to good results. Hello, my name is Kala. I'm a kids growth enhancer mentor and mathematics teacher. The first thing that I have realized throughout teaching so many students is that just like they study any other subject, right? If it's a social science or a history, they keep repeating it again and again and again, and thereby they think they'll excel by remembering it. But math is very less about memory. It is more about thinking. It is not about memory, right? So when you practice a math problem several times, it's not a guarantee that you're going to solve that problem in the exam. Why? Because as all of you know, especially mathematics, the same questions will not come. So even if you practice a certain problem 10 times, 100 times, that is not going to help you. So I've got two interesting key solutions that can help you to excel in exams in mathematics. First thing is, more practice is not the key. Timely practice is the key. What do I mean by timely practice? If you have learned a certain topic today in class from a teacher, you will have to come back to home and do the practice of that topic immediately the same day. That means you can even start doing homework on that topic, or if homework is not given, even the same problems, you can do it again. What happens? What is the secret behind this? Is our memory, our remembering starts reducing exponentially. In the first 1 hour, whatever it is that we have learned newly, we forget it 50% of it. How much? Whatever it may be, not only mathematics, not only anything, whatever we learn newly in life, it is called the forgetting curve. Within the first 1 hour, we forget 50% of it. And within the 24 hours, we forget 70% of what we have learned. And within 1 week, we forget 90% of what we have learned. That's right. In first 1 hour, we forget 50% of it. In first 24 hours, we forget 70% of it. And in 1 week, we forget 90% of it. So, when you learn a new topic, if you are doing this problems on that topic immediately within that 1 hour, you completely remember the concept what the teacher told. And you actually, when you hear from a teacher, you do not learn. When you do it, that is when you actually learn. So if you have the privilege or if you have the chance to finish the problems within the 1 hour of the learning a new concept, then there are high chances that you have learned it very well. If that's not possible, minimum what you could do is within the 24 hours of learning that concept, you come and practice those problems or do homework on those topics. Then you have learnt it very well. Once you have learnt it very well, it is very difficult to forget. That's right, it's very difficult to forget. Now, why is it required to practice so many problems? Because you have not learned the concept very well. If you do this practice of coming home and finishing your homework or practicing those problems within the first day, within the 24 hours, then because you're going to remember at least 30% of the concept, you're going to try it and you're going to practice the problem and learn the concept completely. Right? When this happens, you don't have to practice many times a problem for your exam preparation. The second tip is, don't look at the example problems and try to write it. In that way, you're not going to learn. Instead, understand the concept. If you have not understood the concept, ask the teacher several times. Understand the concept and simulate a exam environment long before the exam date. What do I mean by it? Don't think that you're going to solve math problems only in the exam. Every day when you're doing the practice, that time itself, you have to start doing as if it is an exam. Okay? That means you learn the concept, try to do the problem on your own without looking at the notes given by the teacher. Try to do it on your own. And now you are at home and you are not in exam. So you always get a chance to go back and check what was wrong in your solving. Then understand the mistake. Then again attempt the problem after some time on your own. By this, you're not writing or copying and seeing and writing and practicing. That's not the way to learn math. Do mistakes in your practice, learn what is a mistake, and then give some time gap. Your mind rearranges things in its head. Then try to attempt to solve the problem again. In this way, what is happening? Every time you're doing a problem is like working out problems in the exam. So when you actually go into exam, it will feel like you are doing the math problems on your own. You have been practicing to do the math problems without looking at the notes or without looking at the example problem. So your mind is already trained for a exam environment. These are the two tips. The first thing is, more practice is not the key. Timely practice. Within the 24 hours you have to practice. That's the first key. Then the second key is, create the exam environment in everyday practice. That is, don't look at the problem and copy it and practice. Try to solve the problem on your own and then compare it with the notes or the solution already done and see where you have gone wrong. Then give some time gap and do the problem again on your own. I hope this helps. I am conducting a Math Excellence webinar where I am teaching how to learn math and become independent math learners. If you're interested, please leave me a message or a comment. Then I shall share you the further details of the webinar. Thank you. Hope this helps and you excel in mathematics exam. Bye-bye.